Alright, this is an idle game called 1 Trillion Draws or something like that, and I'm definitely not going to play through it on video, so I'm just skipping straight to the end 12 days later. I've gotten 992 billion draws in. You start drawing one card at a time with like a 10-second cooldown between each card, and like a 10-second animation for each card being drawn. These are all things that you unlock individually by paying for them with the currency that you get after you've drawn like 12 cards and start actually accumulating points. A single dot gains 1 point per draw. Each one of these stars gives it a multiplier to its effect. No rewards, the one that's programmed to be picked 99% of the time. Anyway, half a dot. 0 to 1 points per draw randomly. And here we have card pack. Number of base draws per click on draw button. This is bulk power, which generates bulk energy, which is allowing you to draw multiple cards at once. And then this is the cap for this. As you can see, it's 23.9 million out of 51.2 million. The 5s look like 6s, which is very annoying. Scissors makes the pack breaking speed go up by percentage. Cooldown speed on the how often you can click on this draw button. In-game shop for unlocks this, which is where you get the EX cards. Wow. Each one of those has its own special requirements. This one's the cheapest, and it gets more expensive as you go down to the right. I might as well grab that. Shredder duplicates of specifically ones that you've already gotten 5 stars on, or which have this little crown on it, which means that they don't level up at all, get shredded using the shredder into shreds, which then becomes a second currency that you have to manage. And, you know, buy things with, let's see, where is it? Iris Vision. No, that's not it. Get Premium? No. One of these is the one that unlocks the info book. It's probably one of the crowns. Photosynthesis unlocks the skills. Each of these skills, you have to get one of these super rare draws. Picket Premium, Sorts, Overused Faction System. That cost a lot of shreds, and then unlocked all of these currencies. I'm sticking with Sun Faction currency because sticky cards. Faction cards have a 40% chance to duplicate oneself. Each one of these gives another 20% to, or gives a increases the chance that it's going to be a double. So I was thinking, hey, maybe I can get it up to 100% and then not have this take quite as long. But nope, just definitely not a thing that happened. Let's see. Back to, Right. Okay, so stars. Multiplier. Wow. It's a thing. Where was it? Okay, yeah. In-game shop. Shred multiplier. Shred multiplier. So this one costs points. This one costs shreds. Point multiplier costs points. Point press. Point multiplier costs shreds. Bulkier cards. One of the ones that you may or may not want to invest in heavily, but I don't really care about this in the slightest, so whatever. Plus base bulk. And plus base cooldown. Then here's the plus bulk power, so how fast this goes up, but also plus cooldown. Bulk power, bulk energy cap, card multiplier, but also cooldown duration up and pack breaking duration up. Let's see, that's a plus 200% and that's a plus 540%. So I think I'm still coming out ahead on the pack breaking. However, this costs shreds or points, and I don't think I care enough to even upgrade it. This is the one I was thinking. Card revealing speed. It takes like 1 second for each card to flip itself over, so you're going to have to mash click to get them to flip faster. Or you invest a lot into this thing, and it speeds up a little bit. These are the base currency upgrades. Took a while to get to those. Ah, there it is. View the info book. View your stats and other things after you buy every single stat individually. So, game time, active play time, base bulk. Bulk. Stop moving! Card multiplier, bonus energy speed, rare appearance chance, SR appearance chance, SSR, UR. 1 in 1 billion. So, total of 1,000 cards in this entire 1 trillion opening thing. Random gain 0 to 63.405 thousand, I think. Multiplier, gain on draw. Base gain, crowned card multiplier, rare plus multiplier. Ah, right, for shreds. So how much each of these shreds are going to give. Power chance, 1 in a million. I've been dumping a lot into Sun Power, so it is slightly higher in currency gain than the other factions. Burst uses. Burst is the best skill because it increases your current total of bulk energy. Freeze drop from water is the second best one because it increases your bulk energy cap, which means that burst will actually do something instead of hitting the energy cap and then dropping off to practically nothing. This is just the thing that I'm clicking on so that it has the chance to double everything. Anyway. Okay. That's why. Because it hit the maximum number of cards that's in the deck left. Right. Skill reactions is just if you use like this at the same time as this, everything cancels out. So if you use freeze drop and fertilize, these both cancel out. All right, back to the collection. Where was it? System 2. Perfectly generic card. Plus points. Raises the level of single dot effect to the 1.5th power. Same with the half a dot. Bulk energy cap. And that is shreds. These are the next on the currency go up. Leaf, fire, and point. Water, fire, and point. Leaf, water, and point. And then these ones just feed into each other because... Where's the overused faction system? Stuff. Okay. Then we've got cooldown reduction. Had to buy this thing before those would even show up, and that took forever. I don't even remember what it cost, but it did take like 3 days. Just gonna roll over them real quick. Okay, card multiplier, cost points, shred gain from rare cards, multiplier, shred gain from super rare, multiplier, shred gain from super rare, multiplier, more points based on number of total stars, more shreds based on number of crowns, which, you know, that's gonna max out very quickly, more shreds based on number of badges, which is the achievements, more points based on EXs, which, again, can't really scale that. Points based on the total amount of stat entries you've unlocked. And I've unlocked all of them, so... useless to me now. And here's the one that I have been actually grinding with the reactions. Because every single one of those, you get slightly more shreds. Unlock Burst. Burst gives an additional amount of time. It starts at cooldown of 2 minutes and then gain 1 minute of bulk energy. I've gotten it significantly past that. Explosion Mastery gives an additional 5 skips per every time you've used the skill. Unlocks the freeze drop multiplier while it's active. Until energy cap. Oh, no. When energy cap is hit, you get 10% more while it's active. So that's the one that you hit if you're not going to be there for like 3 days. Fertilizer multiplier goes up. What does it do? Shred multiplier. Okay. Unlock photosynthesize. Buff and debuff go up by 348. Yeah, these are just increase faction, increase point respectively for your next draw. Simplification, multipliers, and multiplier. This is just general go up everything. It's also the only one I could draw for like 4 days. Multi-fire allowed stacking, so this will actually charge up over time. So I can wait for freeze drop to come off cooldown, then hit that 3 times and instantly draw for 13 billion. This one I have not leveled up, like, barely at all, because increasing the cooldown of burst is not conducive to using it constantly. Multiplier when it's active, multiplier when it's active, multiplier when it's active, blah, 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 blah. This one is the only useful one of the bunch, I think. And then multiplier while it's active. Duplicate cards, truly idle. Allow it to accumulate while it's not open, but reduced gains after 30 minutes. Unlock sorting, and view your collection in progress, unlock active skills, and unlock the cards that increase duration. A few of the cards don't actually activate until you have, or activate being available until you meet requirements, like having the EX cards or having 5-star mastery of the faction. Anyway, info book, gallery. Here's the intro. The year is 2078. Gacha gaming has become a way of life. The thrilling experience of not knowing what items you'll get, the satisfying feeling when you get a rare draw, the flexibility and easiness to add gacha mechanics to every game in existence. People have found gacha games to be the best way to pass time for casual players and the more competitive-minded players alike. Though, when people talk about gacha games, that's not the most significant point to keep in mind. It's the fact that they make a lot of money. The gacha gaming scene has grown into a multi-million dollar... Doggo, do you have to do this right now? Alright, be back in a minute. Where was it? The gacha gaming scene had grown into a multi-million dollar worth industry, far greater than any entertainment scene's worth combined. To chase the money, billions of gacha games are coming out every single blink of an eye. Of course, since the market has become diluted with so many games, they need a way to introduce itself to players and prove that they're worth their time. Enter the advertising scene. Companies initially advertised their games by showing them good graphics and great gameplay mechanics. But that didn't seem to attract lots of players. Eventually, they discovered that the most effective way to market a game is to just give them lots of free stuff. After all, virtual currencies and draws are in fact virtual. and can be given as much as the company wants. As players get used to larger numbers, though, as soon as companies know it, players kept asking for more. Companies can't afford to not give more. There will always be a game that decides to give more stuff and thus get more players and money. In order to keep up with this, games kept giving more and more free stuff until the numbers are so inflated they no longer has any real life meaning. WIP, work in progress. You, a person in this society, laying in bed, are about to pick up a new gacha game. Omega cards, get up to 1 trillion free draws. Omega cards, for the mobile devices, is the first game of its kind to advertise 1 trillion free card draws. The number that's 1 followed by 12 zeros. To people 50 years ago, that sounded like a crazy amount of free draws to give, but the scene has caught up so fast that it's now just a lesser number compared to other games. Though you still see people on the internet come back to it from time to time for the nostalgia values. You found it interesting enough to start the game for the first time, though the game wants you to use up your 1 trillion draws first. And that's when you realize you will definitely be here for a while. Let's see, what's in here? Another gacha game for the pile, draw cards for the first time, obtain a rare card, obtain a super rare card, obtain a super rare card, obtain an ultra rare / uber rare card, do your badges in game, create a skill reaction, just throw it away, safe and sound, 2 whole color. Cowers? Play the game for 24 anime episodes. Would you like to buy more draws? Everywhere I go I see this achievement. Anyway. Continue. Would you like to buy more draws? Only $1.99 for 100. Wait, is that it? Well, that's it. 1 trillion free draws, all used up. That was faster than you expected. At first you thought it would take longer than your lifetime to spend all those card draws one by one. But, well, what are you going to do now? Now that you no longer have any draws left, there's not that many things to do in the game anymore. Everything in the game seems to be directly linked to you drawing cards, but since you can't do that anymore, everything just grinds to a halt. You can't just buy more draws, you've just ran out of money trying to pay your apartment's rent at today's dinner. Unless you do that thing. Reload. Info about and credits. And this is probably it. Copy to clipboard. Safe and sound. Okay. Manually save your game data to the cloud or export your save. Just throw it away. Everywhere I go, I see this achievement. Another gacha game to the pile. Lucky. Well, that wasn't it, so I'm just gonna stop there and never touch this again. Oh, never mind, found it. Account adoption service. We buy gacha game account for competitive prices. You'll gain $10 money, 300 experience. Sell account. Really sell account? You'll start over with a new game account. However, you'll earn money and experience based on your performance. There's no buying back. The game will save when you sell your account. You'll lose your regular card collection, point shreds and factions, skills and usage statistics, gain 10 money, 300 experience. Account sold. Okay, you've got some money now, but at what cost? Losing all of your hard-earned progress and going back to the beginning? Come to think about it a little bit more, it isn't that bad actually. At least you can reclaim that 1 trillion free draws given by freshly created accounts. With the little amount of money you now obtain, you can buy that starter pack to help you progress faster, which means you can spend those trillion free draws faster and sell this account for money sooner. Just do this a few times and you can finally earn enough money for a living, or become a trillionaire even. The underground account trading market seems to be bigger than you originally think. Well, maybe that's because selling gacha game accounts isn't that big of a deal for international gaming laws to intervene. They actually attempted to ban game developers from preventing people to sell their gacha game accounts. Now that most of the normal jobs are replaced by robots, doing this is considered a niche way to earn money by some people. Time to start now, shall we? Creating new account. Logging in. Okay, there it goes. I don't know what, oh, well, that was quick. In-game shop, immediately. Unlock new ways to play with all new transferable cards. Comes with not 1, not 2, but 4 exclusive EX cards. Omega Cards Legacy, 7-stack, card suite, you're the product. Unlock the ability to gain temporary boosts by watching advertisements. There is no escape. Unlocks the card filtering and progress viewing features from SR Picket and EX Iris Vision, but remove the cards from appearing in the game. Announcement: the popular quality of life feature everyone is enjoying is now free. Except for the card popularity sorting feature, a monthly fee is still required. Group together duplicate cards in the draw view. Remove the EX Stack RAR card from the marketplace. It's day 41 already. Unlock legacy cards that are transferable between accounts. When you obtain this card or sell an account, choose 1 out of 3 legacy cards to add to your collection. Tear this card into pieces. Throw the pieces into the playing area from a distance of at least 5 feet. Everything the pieces touch now permanently belongs to you. Collect the cards and put them into the bottom of your draw pile while everyone looks at you in a weird way. Fancy your dots. 100% point gain. Now your dots can wear hats. Dots that wear hats are worth more than regular dots. Wow. What a selection. Watch an ad and gain 4x more points for the next 1,049 draws. New orb. Close ad. Everywhere I go, I see this achievement. And I can't actually get to the badges yet. We buy gacha game counts. Requires 1 trillion card drawn. What is this? Point up. Point gains are multiplied by 4 for the next... Well, it has music for the second playthrough, I guess. +1 base bulk. Well, now I'll call it there.